Oh my god, I just finished my first day of OCHSA. Wow, is all that I can say. I wanted to do a blog, or a vlog, or whatever it's called, and I have a lot to talk about, so hopefully I can finish it in under 10 minutes. I had no idea how much craziness is gonna happen. And it's good, it's not bad, it's good. I am so happy, I don't even know how to even start. Okay, so I'm gonna start at the beginning of the day. I went to go find my locker, first and foremost, I got to the school, there's like 1,000 cars, it takes a really long time for me to get there. And there was just a sea of people, and I did not recognize one face. So I wasn't nervous going there in the morning, but as soon as I saw this like crowd of people I didn't know, it was just like, oh my god. So after wandering around like an idiot for about 5 minutes, I realized that the doors weren't open until 7:45. So I went and found a senior that had like a special shirt on that said like OCHSA helper or something. And I asked her, you know, some questions. She helped me. She was so nice. She made me feel right at home. She talked to me until the doors opened. I waited in a long line to drop off some Emmy party papers, and then I went to go to my locker. And there were so many people, and once I got to my locker, I started trying to do the combination, and I started freaking out because I could not open my locker. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? So I asked a couple people next to me, and they're like, my locker won't open. I don't know how to do this. I feel completely stupid because I don't know how to open a locker, and I'm a freshman. I mean, how stupid is that? But, so I'm doing like several different combinations. I'm just doing it over and over and over again. Finally, there's like 2 minutes till the bell rings to get to be in class. I just like grab a random senior that passes by, and I'm like, okay, look, I have no idea how to open my locker, it's not working. He's like, you have to go past the second number. It's like, wow. I was like, seriously? So it opened, of course, so I just shoved my things in there and ran to jazz class. So I'll talk about jazz class. Best class ever, I think. I cannot wait to start at jazz. Jazz is technically PE at OCHSA, and you have it every other day, or depends on what day is a blue day. I explained in my other videos. And so the teacher, she is so nice. But not only is she nice, but she has such great standards, and she has such a great plan for the Jazz 1 students. I don't know anything about jazz, and she's going to start from the beginning, learning stretching techniques and, you know, strength building and choreography and showcases, and it's going to be great. And she went over the, you know, the school list for supplies, and, you know, there's not very many supplies. I mean, you need kind of like a little thing for your foot so you can turn around and stuff. But, so we got to know each other. We sat in a circle, and she did some, you know, like, what's your name and what's your conservatory and something that you like or describes you. So we did that, got to know each other. We talked a little bit more about jazz. For the first couple of weeks, we're just going to be focusing on, like, technique and stretching and warm-ups and stuff before we start choreography, which I'm very happy about. And so we did that. I got a totally great vibe from her. I'm really excited to start jazz. So then I have a nutrition break after that. So basically it was just me trying to get to the 3rd floor on time because, okay, here's the annex. I was in there for my locker and my Jazz 1 class. Then you have to go outside and around and up the stairs 3 stories until you get to the 3rd floor of the next building. Which, by the way, is very hard. So far, the only downfall of OCHSA, which there's like not many that I can think of right now, is just the stairs are really narrow. And there's a bunch of people, but thankfully people abide by the traffic rules. So, you know, you just wait your turn, be patient, and you're fine. So I got to the 3rd floor, went into my lit and comp class, and I figured out I'm sitting right next to my friend I made from summer camp. So it was great knowing a face. And we sat, we did some group work, we finished a story, which ended up being really hilarious because we got to finish, they started a story about this guy turning into a cockroach, and then we got to finish it like however we wanted. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the class, Let's Get It Started by the Black Eyed Peas starts blaring through the intercom. All of us jumped, like, we were like, oh my god, because most of us in the lit and comic class were new to OCHSA, so we had no idea this was going to happen, and we're laughing so hard because, I mean, it's like, let's get it started, like, over the loudspeaker, and then the school's news network called Art Attack that films in the film and television studios, like the vice principal and the principal were on there talking about all the latest news. If you guys went to any my middle school, you know that we had something kind of similar. You know, they were like, here's the announcements, but it's like really cool. And so then they played the music again, and I guess it's a new song every day, so that's pretty cool. And so we did that. The teacher introduced herself. Again, she's such a sweetheart. I cannot wait to like learn. It's amazing. She's great. And we did that. It's unfortunately the air conditioning in almost all the rooms weren't working today. Yeah. 100-degree weather. You're in the room with like 35 kids and there is no air conditioning. So, you know what? It's fine. It just gives you more appreciation when you have air conditioning. So, it's fine. It was just really hot today. It shouldn't be that hot for that long. I hope not. So then we have lunch, which I had a little goose chase trying to find my friend, but I finally found her and we ate lunch. I met some new people, and then it was time to go to my third period or third block. That's when the trouble started because it said it was in the annex, but I was wandering around like for a really long time trying to find it, but until I realized, well, the bell rang. Well, crap, I have to get to my class. How in the world? I'm late. What do I do? So I go to a random classroom. I'm like, okay, I have no idea where this class is. I've lost my schedule, by the way, which is like, oh, great, perfect time to lose my schedule. And she's like, okay, go to the student offices in the other building. So I was like, okay. So I go there, and she brings me into her office, and she's like, oh, the building hasn't finished construction yet, so the classroom is going to be held in Symphony Hall. Symphony Hall is the big church that's part of OCHSA. It's on the other side. You have to cross the street, although it's closed off, so there's no cars going by. And that's where they held all their performances and stuff. And that's where the instrumental music people keep all their instruments. So I go in there, and I think I'm going to be like the last one in the class, and there's only 5 people in the class. Apparently everybody else is having the same problem. So I was like, oh God, thank you. So we did that. The teacher waited for some people. We did, she's a new teacher to OCHSA. She seems great. You know, I don't really know her very well. She's brand new. She doesn't have a room yet. She doesn't have a plan yet. So we're just gonna have to work with her. And so she like had us do some like make whatever we want out of straws and stuff. And the group I was working with was pretty funny. And I met up with someone who contacted me before I went to the school. And so we were all talking and stuff, and for the first couple of weeks we're going to be having our free period in our third block, or our sixth block, whatever it happens to be. So that's going to be like that for a couple of weeks. Again, really hot. So that was the last part. No homework yet, of course. I think that'd be really, really ridiculous if we had homework. Just getting some supplies. There's a thing called a syllabus, which is basically like class rules, and you have to sign it and read it and stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Just like normal things, college ruled paper, pens, pencils, that sort of thing. It's not like in middle school where you had this huge like list of things you had to get. It's just really normal stuff, and I already have most of it already. Back to the lit and comp class, it's going to be mostly assigned reading and assigned writing, so that's cool. I'm excited. That's basically an overview of the day. Let me go see if I can add some more things.